Hello and welcome to another episode of Naughty Nerds. If you are listening to this on your favorite podcasting platform, don't forget you can go to YouTube, type in Naughty Nerds, and you can see a full length video of my wonderful face of this week's episode. Hope you're all okay. This week has been an absolute weird one for me. We come back from holiday on Monday. We went to Turkey. I know I don't have much of a tan. The reason for that, my dearest listener, is I was in hospital and I picked up an infection in my bowel. I've had Turkish antibiotics. I was on a drip. It has been one of those weeks, but we had a really lovely time despite being in hospital for a day. And I feel very rested and recovered and looking forward to the coming weeks and months ahead within Nautilus, within the business. Some exciting things are happening at the moment, which I'm very, very excited about. And in this week's episode, I wanted to talk all about WordPress. WordPress is an amazing tool to use for building websites, building your brand, and building that presence. However, when it comes down to security, a lot of people think that WordPress isn't secure. And 99% of the time, those people are correct. Now, when you build a website in WordPress, or if you are handed over a website from someone that has built your website in WordPress, it is 99% of the time, or maybe 90% of the time, let's give a bit of a 9% leeway, it's not secure. And the reason it isn't secure is because it hasn't been optimized correctly and it hasn't been set up in a way that limits people from gaining access, brute force attacks, etc. So, in this week's episode, I'm going to break down all the simple ways to ensure that your website is safe, secure, and operates as normal. Now, the first thing to understand is a WordPress website is a little bit like your mobile phone. It needs to stay updated all the time because if it isn't updated, it's going to leave gaps and holes where hackers and brute force attacks can enter and then do damage to your website. Now, a great example is a case that we had recently, a referral from one of our existing clients, Luke. Thank you very much. And this gentleman had a website that he'd had for a very long time, and he'd never had any problems. He never had any maintenance, but unfortunately, one day his website was hacked and it was infected. And what happened was all the images were hot linked, which basically means when you click on an image, it takes you to another website. And in that instance, it was porn. And this is very typical and a very typical thing that hackers tend to do. It's a way of bad SEO in the form of getting links. And it's just not a very good way. And especially for people that are entering these websites that are thinking it's you, clicking it or having it direct to another website with loads of Russian text or Chinese text, etc., not knowing what's on those websites could do a lot of damage to your potential customers and your current clients that are going onto your website. So we're performing a full sweep and a clean of his current WordPress install and putting everything right. Now, as with anything, a little bit like an insurance policy, you have an insurance policy there in case anything goes wrong. And with a WordPress website, that is exactly what you can do. Now, we offer maintenance packages that range from 60 to, I believe, £150 a month. So the £60 a month package takes care of all of your WordPress updates, security updates, plugin updates, theme updates, and just a general uptime of your website. We've then got other packages that include sort of development time if you want us to make any changes to your website, upload any blogs, etc. Now, maintenance is crucial because maintenance prevents anything like this happening. And if it does happen, we can jump on it and get it sorted. Being prepared is in any vital flight or fight scenario, survival situation, is what's going to keep you from not getting into that situation in the first place. And that's what maintenance does. If you continually update all of your plugins, your WordPress install, your theme, you are then preventing anything happening and any loopholes where people can enter. Might have a bit of a cold coming, I think. Now, by doing that, you are limiting what someone can do because you're not having those loopholes open on your website. That is the first step. The second step is to ensure that you don't use the username admin because it's not going to work, right? If your username is admin, someone's going to very easily guess that. And 90% of the time, if you're using a username such as admin, your password isn't also going to be very strong. So use a unique admin username and use a unique password with random numbers, special characters, letters in, etc. Make it super secure and not easily guessable, like your birthday and where you were born, for example. Because what brute force attackers do is they will go to your login page of your website and they will just run scripts to keep trying to attack and guess your password and then gain entry. Another step, the third step, will be to ensure that you change your URL to your login of your website. Don't keep it as /WP-admin. It's not going to work and it is not secure. You can download plugins onto your website that will change that URL link, make it something unique to you, to your business. And we do exactly the same with our clients when we're building out WordPress websites because it's not secure to have /WP-admin. Now, the fourth step will be to ensure that constantly you are having backups of your website. If you do not take regular backups of your website and your website is infected or something happens to your website, plugin doesn't work and it takes the website down, which is often the case and sometimes happen with WordPress websites, you always have a fail safe to fall back on. Because if something does happen, you can just press one easy and quick button to restore a backup of your website. Now, all of our clients that we host websites for have backups included as standard. We can log in at any time and restore backup. And I guess the last step would be your hosting provider. Now, there's I'm very controversial around this. Platforms such as Bluehost and GoDaddy are okay. However, you are sharing a literal swimming pool with other people that are on that shared server, and anything can happen. If one website is infected, it could easily pass on to another website, especially if you have a server that isn't configured in a correct way. What we have is we have a dedicated server for our website and our clients. That is the only people that is on there. It's a physical server in a data center that we look after and we manage. It has a full malware protection on it. So if any website is infected, we automatically get an email. We can press one button and it removes that malware. That's why our hosting is probably a little bit more expensive than other providers out there because we include that service as a standard. And you don't want to be in a swimming pool with other people. If you can and you can afford to do it, have your own dedicated server for your website. It will mean that it's easily scalable in future if you have a lot of traffic or you're planning to take your website to the next level with marketing. So it has that bandwidth and can perform at a decent rate and a decent speed. So ensure you have a good server with backups and a dedicated file that you can make any changes to. You can also limit your WordPress login as well by IP address. And you can also do the same with that with some servers as well. And you can block specific IP addresses that have been known to do damage in the past as well. So there's some tips to keep your website secure with WordPress. If you do need any support, our wonderful team of development nerds would be absolutely thrilled to help you. If you wanted to take away the stress and the anxiety of updating your plugins each month, and if anything does happen, our team will jump in and sort it anyway on one of our maintenance packages. It is a good thing to have as a peace of mind as you grow and you scale your business. I hope this has been helpful. If it has, please leave a comment below. I would really appreciate it. It's a bit weird getting into this feedback thing at the moment with video. I'm really, really happy that a lot of you are loving these episodes. And since I've done video, I think our listener rate has gone up by like 138%, which is fantastic. So if you are listening on a podcasting platform, please do go over to YouTube. You can see my wonderful face in front of you every week for these episodes. I really do hope that these give some value back. They are really dedicated to those smaller businesses and our clients that we work with to give some value back. And if you would like me to cover any particular episodes, then please do head over to naughtynerds.com, fill out the contact form, or find me on social media. I'm here, there, and everywhere at the moment when it comes down to socials, and we're doing some awesome stuff here at Nautilus Marketing. Our new website is currently being built. We are rebranding as well, which is very exciting. So that is to come in the next few months. If you need help with your digital marketing, please reach out to us. We would love to help. We are accepting new clients at the moment in all different areas. And we love to get our SEO boots on and have a boogie and take those rankings to a next level as well. If you've enjoyed this week's episode, please do leave a review on your favorite podcasting platform. I would really appreciate it. Have an awesome afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. Stay awesome, stay safe, but most importantly, my dearest listeners, stay nerdy.